EA Sports. It's in the game. Wow, now that's what you call good football.
We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. The slot man in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Slot man moves right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to call the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Lance to throw it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The tackle there by George Odom. 2nd down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. On second down, Mostert. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Hill.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tua going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. In motion right is Wilson. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, McCaffrey fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play action, here's Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Lance now on first down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Lance looking to throw it. Samuel bringing in the slant. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Lance looks to throw again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Lance now on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, Lance. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
17.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Now Lance gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Lance back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Lance looking to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and goal, Lance flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Lance to throw it, and his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1, is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Well, this one probably was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.